Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Appalachian Home Co. So today I have a really fun fall project. It is this felt pumpkin pie. I saw these in stores this fall and wanted to recreate them, so I thought you guys might like a tutorial on how to make this. This makes for super cute fall decoration. Okay, so for this project, you're gonna need your PDF printouts. I'll leave these in a link below so that you can print all these out. If you're gonna cut these out on your Cricut, I'm also gonna leave you an SVG file. You can just upload that to Cricut and cut these out with your Cricut machine as well. But you will need these. You'll need some kind of rotary cutter or a pair of scissors if you're not gonna use your Cricut machine. And then I'm using 3 different colors of felt. I'm using white, and this is like a rust color. You can get this at Joann's. You can also order it online from Amazon. And then I'm using this mottled beige color. I'm not really sure what the name of it is, but I did get this at Joann's as well. And then I'm going to be using a hot glue gun and some glue sticks. You can also sew these. I have sewn those as well, but just to make this easy, we're just going to glue these today. And then I have my measuring mat. You will need some kind of measuring mat as well, but we're going to go ahead and get started. First, we're going to cut out our pattern. So I've already took a pair of scissors and cut out my pattern. You're going to get 2 different PDFs. This one is the 1/6 slice, which makes 6 pieces of pie all the way around. The top of the pie I'm going to cut out in the orange color. The crust is going to be the brown, and then you'll have 2 side pieces, which will be your pie. They'll also be your orange color. The back crust is going to be your brown. Then you're going to need the white felt, which I put over there, to cut out your frosting, but right now we're just going to cut out our pie. Now I'm going to take just a scrap piece I already have cut some things out of, and I'll try to get as much of this as I can. Okay, so now I have the top of the pie and my 2 side pieces, and I went ahead earlier and cut out the bottom crust and the back crust, so we should have all the pieces that we need to make our slice of pumpkin pie. But first I'm going to go ahead and show you how to cut out the frosting with the white felt. So first I'm going to cut some strips of this white felt that are 2 inches wide. Then I'm going to fold that in half and cut out lengths that are 2 inches long. This is just going to create squares that are 2 by 2. That just makes it easier to cut these little circles. All I'm doing is cutting out a 2-inch round circle. If you have your Cricut machine, you can just simply create a 2-inch round circle and cut as many as you want out. But I'm going to cut 4 of these out for each slice of pie. Now we are going to assemble the pie. I'm taking one of those side pieces and I'm lining it up with one long edge of your slice of pie. Then I'm just folding down the top, and I'm going to place a bead of glue just along the top. You don't need a lot, just enough to hold it. And folding down this edge keeps it in place while you're placing your glue, and then I'm just releasing it and gluing that down. I'm just holding the glue until it is dry. And the felt is thick, so I can't really feel the heat that much through with my fingers, but you do want to make sure to be careful when you're working with hot glue not to burn your fingers. Now I'm lining that other side piece up on the same facing side as you're looking at. Now you want to go ahead and line up those next 2 edges and add your glue and glue those together. Next, you want to line up those corner edges and glue those together as well. Now I'm going to be adding the bottom crust and the side crust, and for this part you just want to make sure and get your edges and corners lined up. You're going to be adding glue around each edge and corner just like we did the first part. Folding down those edges really helps keep your pieces in place while you're adding your glue. Now I'm going to be adding that back crust, and the easiest way I found to do this was just to place your back piece inside of your pie and start gluing in small sections. So I'm just gluing in about 1/2 inch to 1 inch sections along the back edge of this pie. You want to do this to make sure that your pieces are going to line up exactly. The back edge of your pie is round and the back edge of your crust is square, so that's why you want to take your time and just go in sections and line all of those up. Now you are ready to start stuffing your pie. Something I forgot to mention is you will need some sort of stuffing, some polyfill or quilting batting, but I'm just placing enough inside of my pie to fill it up, not too full. You still want the top of your pie to be flat, or if you want it a little bit fuller, you can always add more stuffing than me, but I'm adding enough to make sure that my pie is full, but the top of it is still flat like a real pie. Now I'm going to start closing the edges. I'm going to do the 2 side edges first in the same way we did all of the other pieces, and then once we get those secure, we're going to do the top. Now we're ready to do the top, and for this I like to fold that back crust over and then just press the top edge into it. Again, you want to be really careful with the hot glue in your fingers. Now last I want to add a line of glue just along the top edge of this orange piece of pie. I'm going to fold that crust over just to create a little crust along the back of the pie. Now we're ready to make our whipped topping. I'm just taking those little circles, folding them in half and gluing them, and then I'm going to fold them in half and glue them again. This is going to create 1/4 of your whipped topping. So you're going to need 4 of these circles to make a complete piece of whipped topping. And I'm sorry about the lighting here. The sun was going in and out of the clouds. I'm sitting by the window crafting, so that's why the lighting changed in this video. Now I'm just going to add the whipped topping to the top of my pie. I'm taking each piece and gluing it to the next one until I create a little round circle that is my whipped topping. Then I'm just going to be gluing that onto the top of my pie. I went ahead and made 5 more pieces of this pie, but you definitely don't have to do that. You can simply use 1 piece to add as some extra fall decoration in a tiered tray or somewhere like that, but I definitely love the full pie. I think I'm going to sit this out on my kitchen for fun in a white platter. I thought this would also be fun for the kids, But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, enjoyed this tutorial, and got some ideas for some DIYs for your own fall decoration. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back soon in my next video.